Hi, Christy.
Hello.
Welcome to today's podcast, the JMS podcast, where we just do interviews with models and photographers and just discuss their overall modeling industry world, like what you think about everything that's going on. So, you ready for today's shoot?
I am ready.
You have your first outfit on.
I came prepared.
There you go. How was the drive here?
It was like Final Destination. It was a little rough, but we made it.
We're here with Cheyenne is over here as well, so she's back there in the background. She'll be in the interview shortly after I've done the shot with Christy. Where most people can follow you at, Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram. I tend to keep most things on the Instagram platform rather than Facebook.
Okay. How's your shoot been lately?
Um, the shoots have been off and on good. I do work with a lot of good photographers, so it's not that. It's just I feel like the quality of some pictures have been going down lately.
So when you're saying that, like the quality, have you gotten pictures from photographers right away?
No, I tend to give like a 3 week period though, because I do understand I'd rather have some love put in my pictures, and sometimes, it does take a little bit to edit
So you
them.
contact them back and you say, listen, it's been 3 weeks. I want to know where we at with the photos. Okay, I got you.
Sometimes I get ignored. Sometimes my messages aren't even opened. Sometimes I do put stuff, so then they'll just send me like either all the raw files, or they'll just send me files, I think, to just
How long have you
get
been
me.
modeling for?
3 years now.
3 years? Okay. Okay, good. And you've been modeling. What's your favorite style of shooting? Is it outside or inside? What's your favorite
It
style?
depends, because I like to do a lot of versatile, a lot of different creative stuff. I think a dramatic photo is my favorite type of
Okay, so
picture,
okay.
but I do really like the outdoors pictures too, because you can get different sun elements, or like yesterday was cloudy. So I said, there's a lot of things you can do with cloudy weather. And, I do like to switch it up too with
So
the
when you
styles.
go to events, do you actually have an idea or that you want to create with somebody, and does that happen at the events or no?
Sometimes I'd like to actually put like if I'm going to an event or not, and then I like to contact some photographers. And sometimes I think the photographer, I'm an artist, but sometimes I'm not looking through your lens.
Yeah.
So I like to bounce some ideas off the photographers, or like, hey, these are the outfits that I have, or if you had a concept in mind, I'd like to be your muse type thing. But
So you travel to some of these places, to some of the events, or some of the outside shoots. Have you felt like you shot before with a photographer and never got any photos, like I
yes,
mentioned before?
yeah, that's happened more often than not.
But when you bump into them, do you actually shoot with them again or no?
Sometimes I give a photographer a second try, because everyone has a bad day, or sometimes at events it can be chaotic, and a lot going on. And sometimes, honestly, what I've been doing is taking a selfie with the photographer, because sometimes I forget who I even shot with. So I'm sure it's like that for the photographer too. But I think my biggest pet peeve is a lot of times when you go to events, you do look at their page, and they have like all these awesome pictures, and then when I get my pictures back,
They're
it's
not
they're not, yeah.
to the
And I
quality that you see that they have on there.
but I do understand a paid shoot, or like a private shoot, like a one-on-one shoot versus an event. You're not gonna say get the pictures back at the event, but when you see him posting or she posting pictures of people at the same event, or like you go to an event and one model will get like the bells and whistles and the smoke, and
Well,
like
sometimes that's their favorite model.
right,
That's their
but
favorite model.
but it's not like that for like any of the other models too, you know what I mean? But I understand favorites, because I
Well, a
got
lot of these
favorites.
events, well, a lot of these events are like they TFP, tie for print.
Right.
I get that. For me, I see that the model's putting a lot of work with makeup, clothing to show up to these events and not being picked. And if you drove 2 hours and you only got two photos back, you're like, I wasted my time doing that. I feel like that could discourage the models at some point. Um, but TFP in an event or even outside shoot indoors, it doesn't matter. I feel like everybody who comes through should get photographed.
Well, not only that, like I tag all the photographers in my photos and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So I don't know why you want like to give me shoddy work for me to put on my page, because I do post it. I understand that, some photographers are new. Like I was a new model. We all start new somewhere. So, I'll shoot with everybody too. You know, I'm not.
Did you ever have any bad action? Can you tell me one bad experience you had, either at an event or outside?
Like, well, sometimes I think some guys are just guys with cameras.
Okay.
So I think sometimes a bad experience would be,
Have you ever had a photographer,
yeah, like make
try
a
to
move on
make a
you?
move you, stuff like
Correct.
that?
And then when you don't reciprocate that, then they won't give you pictures back, or then they be ignorant to you,
Yes.
or, you know, sometimes another bad experience would be like photographers ask you a little bit about yourself, and sometimes my age comes into part, and then photographers actually won't shoot with me once they find out, you know.
Because of your age, you think?
Yes, actually,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, I'm actually discriminated against a lot once they find out. And then when I do talk to other photographers, they're like, yeah, sometimes I look at you and you look a little older and I don't want to shoot. So,
Oh wow, that's cold to do that.
yeah,
Wow.
which whatever. I would rather a photographer, though, tell me, hey, you're not my style. I don't want to shoot you.
Hmm.
Then, because, you know, like I do spend $80 to $150 sometimes on makeup. And
Yes.
then like the outfits aren't cheap either. And then you go there and you're excited. And I don't like to reuse an outfit either. So sometimes you have a beautiful shoot and then you don't get the picture back. And then you're like, I just wasted a whole outfit. And
Well, don't forget, today I got you.
I know
got some
you
pictures
got
with you.
me.
We're gonna definitely get some pictures.
But I do live in the middle of nowhere, so I do tend to travel at least an hour everywhere. So I'm an hour to Allentown, I'm an hour to Reading, I'm an hour to the Poconos, I'm an hour to Iron Ore, I'm an hour and a half to Harrisburg. So I do travel far and often.
So tell me, what's the fun part of modeling for you?
The fun part of modeling, I think, is actually being creative and just doing fun stuff. Like I've been kind of getting into cosplay stuff. You know, you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
I really do like to travel. So like going to a beach or something like that, you know, that is fun. And I do like meeting good girls, like girls that are like hyping you up and super fun, or, you know, so I do like meeting new people and
I think models, whether age, doesn't matter. I think they should support each other when they come to these events. I know that, you know, I seen it before where there's a young model that looks amazingly beautiful, and there's a model that's okay, and then there's one that doesn't know how to pose, and then you got the one that doesn't look so attractive, but she's got amazing poses. But you know, now the photographers are trying to decide. Me, I prefer a model who actually gave me some good poses, right? Because that's really what it comes down to, right? But some photographers are like, well, I'll shoot her because she looks very, very beautiful, and I could just take a picture and boom, I got an amazing photo. I mean, you know, that's without doing anything else, and I get that.
I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder, though. So I'm a little thicker, but
Yeah.
some guys like a little thicker
Yes.
girls. Like
Yes.
not everybody likes a stick. I think posing, though, when you're not super skinny, sometimes it is all about angles and putting your hand certain places, and you know, so that could be tough too. And I'm short, so if they're like lay across the couch, I'm like as far as I go.
Yeah. But when you're doing that, does the photographer do you allow them to put you in the pose, or they ask you first? Listen, is it okay if
I
put my
prefer
hand?
you ask me. If you tell me and I'm still not getting the pose right, and I'm like doing something weird, I'll just be like, just put me in the position that you want me, or it's okay.
Yes.
You know, but I have had a bad experience where the photographer just came up under me, under my hips,
Oh, wow.
and picked me up and physically moved me, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, that wasn't, I don't like that. But
Yeah.
if like, or like, I know, like if I slip out, I'd rather him be like, hey, you kind of slipped out, or suck it in. Like,
Yeah. It's like-
you know,
That's funny.
please tell me. So
Yeah.
I don't mind for a photographer to,
Yeah, because it pops out and people still taking pictures.
Yeah,
You're like,
you know.
He never told me. He took like 50 shots, and
or I
like,
think I looking like sexy and I'm like looking angry or something like that the whole time. Like, tell me, you know, hey, fixer, why are you surprised? You know, like,
I got you.
so I do like a little direction sometimes, because sometimes as a model you get in your head, or you're worried about your body, so you forget about your face. Or sometimes you have this hand out here, like, I don't know what I'm doing with the claw, you know. So
What do you think about this whole AI industry now that we are living? I mean, it's a topic that I try to bring up almost on every other podcast that I have, just because it is something that's coming in, and models are there's going to be a time where it'll kind of remove some of the photographers, because I feel like only the models that want the realism out of the photos, they would pick a photographer to shoot this. What do you think about the AI?
I appreciate photography and I appreciate different styles. I know I just recently ran into a company that wanted me to join like their modeling team, and they did a promotion flyer, but they AI'd me. I spent a lot of money on my tattoo and ink work, and when I got the picture, my face was fat and it was like a skull and crossbones on my arm. That's not me,
Well,
you know?
I definitely don't think. I'm not saying all AI is bad.
Right.
I
No,
mean,
I do appreciate the skin retouch and
yeah,
the
yeah. Sometimes you can use it for
you
some
can pop
backgrounds or
me
whatever.
or
Yes,
yes,
you can
but
do
it
certain
still
stuff like
make it
that.
me.
But if you just
Still
use the
make it
face
me
and then
though.
changed everything else, then it's like, wow, she looks weird.
Like I do like to send some pictures through like the editing app or something like
Yeah.
that, where it kind of AIs you, where it smooths your skin, or but it still looks like me. It's not taking away from, it might hide some blemishes or something, but it still looks like me. And I don't care if they take a couple years off of it because.
Yes, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you look amazing, and I'm glad to have you and
Thank you.
Cheyenne here today. Cheyenne is the first time I'll be shooting with her, and I'm looking forward to. She's over there having.
Yeah, recruiting her.
Yes, recruiting her. Looking forward to shooting with her. She looks
Throwing
amazing.
her in the flames.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna create some photos today. You'll see. So, yeah. So with that being said, like I said, I'm glad that you're here. We're here to shoot together. We got 3 different locations to shoot today. Thank you for being in the podcast, and looking forward to seeing these photos. Some of them are gonna pop right here on this little screen. Put these up here, and yeah, ready to do this?
I am ready.
Thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you.